Okay, today we're going to do volume and surface area of spheres. Just two very simple formulas for us. We can get into class why the formulas are what they are, but for right now I think we should just concentrate on using them. So the volume of a sphere is 4/3 pi r cubed, and the surface area of a sphere is 4 pi r squared. So really it's just order of operations. If we can identify the right values, mainly radius is really all we need, then we should have no problem finding out the volume and surface area of a sphere. So first off, a little history, and like I said, I think tomorrow in class we'll talk a little bit more about this, but at the right we've got a cylinder whose height is equal to its diameter. In the cylinder is the largest sphere it can contain. So in other words, it touches the top and it touches the bottom and it touches the sides. So packing material is used to fill all the voids in the cylinder not occupied by the sphere. So these light blue areas on the top and the bottom are filled in with packing material. So on part A, what fraction of the volume of the cylinder containing the sphere is occupied by the volume of the sphere? And I'll just tell you flat out, it's 2/3 of the sphere. Okay, and then on part B, what fraction of the volume of the cylinder containing the sphere is occupied by the volume of the packing material? Well, if 2/3 is occupied by the sphere, then 1/3 is occupied by the packing material. Now, it's just the bottom line. That's the way it is. If you put the biggest sphere you can into a cylinder, a cylinder whose height equals its diameter, then 2/3 of it is going to be 2/3 of its volume is going to be occupied by that sphere. So 1/3 is not going to be occupied by the sphere. All right, find the volume and surface area of each sphere. Okay, well, first off, volume is 4/3 pi r cubed. So really all we need here is the radius. Well, I see the diameter is 6 of this sphere, so the radius is 3. So we're going to do 4/3 times pi times 3 cubed. 3 cubed is 27. So 4/3 pi times 27. 3 goes into 27 9 times. And 4 times 9 is 36. So we'll say 36 pi inches cubed. That is the volume of this sphere. 36 pi cubic inches. And the surface area, well, formula for surface area is 4 pi r squared. R is 3. So r squared is 9. And 4 times 9 is 36. So 36 pi inches squared. I mean, based on what we've been doing, this is a lot easier because you only have to identify one thing, and that is the radius. So this shouldn't be too difficult for you guys. One more example here. We're going to use 3.14 for pi this time. So we're going to find the volume is 4/3 pi r cubed. So we're going to go 4/3 times 3.14 times 15 cubed. Okay, if the diameter is 30, then the radius is 15. 15 cubed is 225. And at this point, I'm going to bust out the calculator. I'm sorry, I said 15 cubed was 225. 15 squared is 225. 15 cubed is 3,375. So I've already begun using my calculator. So at this point, I'll use the calculator. I'm going to go 4 times 3.14 times 3375 divided by 3. And really, you can divide it by 3 at any point. So on your calculator, you could do 4 divided by 3 times 3.14 times 3375, and you will get 14,130 cubic centimeters. Okay, surface area, very simple formula here, 4 pi r squared. We already know the radius is 15, so we're going to do 15 squared. And as I said previously, 15 squared is 225. So all we got to do is 4 times 3.14 times 225, and we get 2,826 centimeters squared. That's the surface area. So if you were going to wrap this ball in wrapping paper, you would need 2,826 square centimeters of wrapping paper. And if you were going to fill this sphere with water, it would you would need 14,130 cubic centimeters of water. Let me say that one more time on the previous one. If you were going to wrap this ball in wrapping paper, you would need 36 pi square inches of wrapping paper. If you were to fill this ball with water, you would need 36 pi cubic inches of water. Notice this time they kind of turned out the same. Will that happen all the time? I don't know. I think we're going to have to work with that a few more times and let you figure it out. That's all I've got for you tonight. Have a great evening. Get some IXL done because your notes were so short. See you tomorrow.